It's only love.
From Poland. My name is Dylan and I'm from Moldova.
I'm Ayema and I'm from Mexico.
My name is Sam and I'm from Malta.
My name is Mark and I'm from Slovenia.
My name is Liam. I'm from Slovenia and Dubai.
And my name is Hayden and I'm from Morocco.
My name is Hank and I'm from Taiwan.
I'm Alexander and I'm from Portugal.
My name is Rafael. I go to Italy.
You are flat out in the exit. It's like slipping. It's wheel spinning, okay? If you have 1000 horsepower like in F1, you're wheel spinning almost like all the corners, even in the slicks, because you have too much power and not enough traction. So in our car cases with 11 horsepower, it's a bit less. It's more difficult to wheel spin, but if you have some places where there's not enough grip and you're flat out, you're gonna wheel spin. Clear? If you feel like you're wheel spinning on the curb, you shouldn't use it. Clear? If you go on the curb flat out and it's like, you shouldn't use it. If you go on the curb flat out and it's no problem, you should use it. Is it clear? That's the rule of thumb. For example, in this corner, you see, the higher the RPMs, the lower the power you have actually. It's the opposite. The power is more at the lower RPMs. When you're like this high RPMs, it's difficult to wheel spin because you don't have so much power. Clear? So that's why the rule of thumb is you should use the curbs in the wet at high speeds, but you shouldn't really use them at low speeds, because at low speeds you have a lot of power, not enough grip. Clear? Show me the only place where the curb is clean. Okay, you see the first part, that's where the curb is clean. Why do you think?
Because everybody uses the truck a lot.
Give me 5. Because everybody uses it here, but nobody uses it here. So even if technically the corner could be quicker because you open up the corner, we cannot go here just because the curb is super dirty. Is it clear? You're gonna have a so bad grip for the rest of the lap. So the goal is to put half of the kart on the curb. So the left wheels should be here about, okay guys? Guys, normally turning early is a bad technique, but this corner requires a very early turning in, because we need to hit both the apex or only one of the two. If you arrive into this corner and you feel like exactly, you're like 1 meter from the white line, the next lap we're gonna turn earlier. So the goal is that we are carrying a lot of speed. This corner is not a really hard braking zone, it's a soft braking zone. There are 2 areas in this track where we need to brake really hard. Which ones?
5 and the last one.
Good job, the last 1 and 5. Those 2 areas need you to smash the brakes like crazy. So you need to look up the sky when it's starting to rain and the track is wet. We need to change the visors to this one, clear. When it gets dry again, it's sunny and bright, we go with a dark visor. I want to show you the reason why there's a difference between driving with a dark visor and a clear visor. Try to look from the inside of the helmet. Is it clear? Can you see very well or not? Or is it dark?
It's dark.
You see that? It's very dark. You see it's dark? Okay, let's look with this one instead. How does it look? Much better. Which one would you pick?
The clear one.
Okay guys, intermediate visor is like in between the dark and the clear. To be honest, I like to go most of the times with my intermediate one, even if it's really bright. But what I'm saying is that whenever it's super wet like that, we need to see properly, right? Because if we can't see properly, we go straight. But if we can't see the difference between rubber and rubber, we go on the rubber. And then we spin. So rule number 1, to go fast in the wet, to see perfectly. Beautiful. Now it's out. Okay, perfect. Now do the small one. Here, it's here. Be careful, do it close so you don't scratch the visor. Put it parallel. This is the harder part, but it's not too hard. I love this visor, by the way. You need to basically put one hand on the helmet, and we need to start from the sides, from the big ones. Okay, so we start from the big one, this one. You just have to finish the job step by step. Perfect. Give me 5. You did it.
I feel very excited in the summer camp. I learned a lot of things, but my favorite thing is learn how to drive in water. It's very fun. The track of Franciacorta, and is very excited.
My first day at BabyRace Summer Camp was good. I learned a lot of new stuff, like how to use the track fully and turn earlier and later. It's really exciting and I really like it, and I'm learning a lot of new stuff.
I learned from BabyRace Summer Camp how to use the track more and push all my limits so I can go faster and learn on the WSK and Championships.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now.
Do we need to use the curb here, yes or not?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Here, it's not like a turn 5. Here we can use it, right? We need to use 3/4 of the cart on the curb. Normally, that's the fastest path. I prefer the drivers use a bit too much than I use too little. Okay, let's have a look if you guys did it. You need to use more or less than this. Is this correct? More. So by the end of today, I want all of you to get perfect exits in terms of track usage. Clear?
Clear.
What do you think you should do here?
To let the cart go a bit more on
But how? With the steering wheel?
Carry more speed.
Ah, beautiful. This is correct. Okay, but how do you carry more speed? Starts from the entry. Brake later, carry more speed, get on the gas earlier, use the track. The only thing I don't want you to do is to open up the steering. If you open up the steering just to go wide, it's because you were too slow. You should still feel like you have to hold the steering because you carry so much speed. Clear? But remember, the tighter you are into the corner, the more scrubbing you do with the steering, you know? I understand your point. There's no need because it's such an easy corner. You don't want to make too much distance, I get it. But equally, you will scrub less. For me, if you get all the way here to the white line, yes, you do a bit more distance, I agree with you, but you scrub less speed, you know, Felix? It's a trade-off. Guys, make sure you open up nicely, even though this corner, as we were saying with Felix, this corner is easy flat, but you don't want to scrub speed. You can't gain time in this corner, but you can lose time. That's how I like to say it, all right? How do we lose time here?
You can take the curb or miss the
apex, you do too much distance. What about this? If you're scrubbing speed with the steering, right? The goal is that we're not scrubbing speed. It's an easy flat corner. We also want to minimize the distance, okay? Remember, the time is a formula between speed and distance. If you do the same speed, but you do more distance, is that good or bad?
Bad.
Bad, okay? So we want to ideally do the same speed, but with less distance. So in this corner, we need to be maximal in the middle with the car. Here on the black, it's too wide. For Mini, we need to be tighter than that. Here, in the middle, okay? Instead of the grip, basically. Normally, I'm always pushing you to use the track, but in this case, it's actually worse. So I want to do what's faster, not what's good in theory. One of the core skills a racing driver needs to have is the track usage, especially on single speed karts like 60 Mini, where we have only 11 horsepower. Opening up the exits, as well as the entries, is fundamental. Have a look. And that's exactly what we did today at day 2 here at the summer camps at Franciacorta. We've been working really hard on opening up the exits as much as possible to try and keep up the RPMs in the middle of the corner as high as possible so the kids can have a faster exit and a wider arc throughout the corner. So I'm really happy of the job they did today, and I'm feeling confident going into day 3 where we will focus relentlessly on the apexes.
Mental training in the race, right? Like sometimes when you were racing, you were doing a mega job in the racetrack and at some point you did a mistake. You cannot more recover. It happened, right? You felt that you were not focused, you cannot think properly, think clear. With this program, we can train our mind like we do in the physical. So we train our body, but we can train also our mind. That is super important to keep the focus and to win the race. So we're gonna put these things in our head that measure how much your brain is thinking. For you, a driver during a race needs to think a lot or doesn't need to think at all. But also drivers needs to go the track, put down their visor, and what is happening, mess around. You need to go. To not think about nothing is around you. You need to think about the performance, you need to think to go fast, you need to focus.
You see, guys, this is clear. This is a very good example. Look, Aiden used the brakes properly. Look, this is super clear. Have a look. Who's turning in earlier, Aiden or the kid behind? The kid behind. You agree, guys? So you would suspect the guy makes the apex?
No.
No, if he turns earlier, he should make the apex, right? But let's have a look. Why is he not making the apex?
Because he didn't brake a lot. He
didn't use the brake to stop.
Perfect.
That's why he turned early.
Oh, okay. Now you guys are becoming pros. You can replace it. Guys, remember, we need to keep the exits and keep the entries and just work on the exit. This is Emma. You're not using the track on the exit, you agree? Once again, we saw it. Then we're not stopping on the brakes and we're keeping a bit too tight on the exit. I can't sense it because we're not going to go to the wide lane. What do you think is the most important aspect of the kart for the setup? First, what is the setup?
The setup is the settings for the grip.
Yeah, setup is basically the combination of all the components of the kart that create the balance of the kart. Whether it's like the setup is all the components on the front, on the rear, etc. Okay, so that's the combination of all those accessories that make the balance of the kart. What do you think is the most important part of the setup in terms of behavior to the chassis? The seat. That's true. That's the number one key in terms of setup. Why do you think? What's the responsibility of the seat?
Like if we have different height, we can put the seat in different positions. We can just let the seat become straight or a bit down, which can change the grip.
Exactly. The seat basically affects the weight distribution. All right. So the placement of the seat in terms of height, in terms of distance, that's gonna basically determine a lot the balance. So caster, you can't really see from the top because caster, if the tire is like that, remember the kingpin is inclined like that, can't really see caster from the top. Camber, we said we can, right? If you have a lot of camber, the wheels are like that. This is negative camber. If you have positive camber, it's like that, but nobody runs like that. The distance from the two wheels looking from the front. If you have toe zero, the wheels are perfectly between the front and the rear. So let's say the gap is, let's say from here to here is like what, 20, and in the back is 20. All right. If you have perfectly toe zero, this is called toe out, and this is called toe in. Let's have a look. That's a team trophies, but yes, many of those, yes. This year and last year, for the first time, we have team trophies. This season, in 9 races, we won 8 out of them. Hopefully, you guys work hard, and you will win as well a lot of races too, if you work hard. This is my World Championship trophy from 2013. There was also Norris. This is the most prestigious trophy you can ever get in karting. So if you work hard and you keep pushing, this is the best trophy you can aspire to. It took me a lot of work, took me a lot of dedication, but it was worth it. There's one thing that I want to break as a myth. There is the myth of the talent. Everybody believes that it's only about talent, but I have this question to you. What do you think? Is it mostly talent or is it mostly hard work?
Hard work.
But you really believe it, or you just say it because you think it's the right answer?
Believe it.
So while people can say, oh, it's genes, it's just the genetics, you know, the way you're built, the way you're born, like if you are. And like many other sports, I think racing doesn't have a character trait, like a physical trait that's gonna penalize you. Clear? Leaving that aside, all of it is gonna be down to the way you work. You can have 2 drivers with the same amount of laps, with the same amount of races, but one driver works really hard and is coachable, okay, and he progresses a lot. And one driver, you know, same laps, same team, same races, but he doesn't listen, he doesn't apply, he thinks he knows everything. One driver gets to Formula 1 and one driver doesn't even win one race. So it's really like that. So remember, it's not how the next race goes that matters, but it's really who you're becoming. So you can't be like, oh, next race I didn't win, so it's not working. No, if you follow the process, it's not gonna take 1 race, it's not gonna take 2 races, it's gonna take a while, but it's a process. You need to focus on who you're becoming. Follow the process. Don't look at the lap time, don't look at the results. If you do all of these things, I promise you, guys, the competition is high. The paradox is that it's not that high. I repeat it. The competition is high, but the paradox is that it's not that high. If you do video analysis every session, data analysis every session, writing your notes every session, discussing setups every session, watching race videos, doing reaction live, visualizing every session, listening to music every session, I promise to you, if you do this every session, every day of your career, it's inevitable that you will get that trophy.
Today is the 3rd day of summer camp in Franciacorta, and today we focus on the mid corner. But apart from that, we need to do the perfect entry to get a good mid corner. And today our setup is a bit not that well because the track changes a lot and the temperature is very high, so it's difficult for everyone.
Today is the day 3 of summer camp. We learn about hitting the apex and we have good battles. The kart is real good.
Okay guys, so day 4, 2 more days to go.
Two?
Today and tomorrow. So we have the last chance to find the lap time. You guys, for me, are progressing very well over the 3 days. I'm happy about that. I want you to keep doing what you did on the first 3 days, which is day 1. What did we learn?
Entries.
Day 2.
Exits.
Yesterday.
Braking.
So this is all to do with racing line. Once we get the perfect entries, using the whole track on entries until the limits, right? Using the whole track on the exits in day 2. Getting the apexes perfectly in day 3. If we put all these 3 things together, we should already be doing a really fast lap time. And if on top of these 3 we add what we will learn in day 4, which is braking, like Max Verstappen, right? Then we will be fighting for pole positions in WSK. But if we don't have all of these 4 or any of these 4, it's impossible to fight for pole position. Clear? So we shouldn't focus about the lap time today. We should only focus on whether we did all of these 4 things perfectly. Clear? So why was I studying turn 5 in your opinion?
To see if we're using the entry on the
True.
track and also the brakes.
Good man, exactly. So yes, I give for granted that you should use the track because we told about it yesterday. Okay, this looks almost perfect. But besides that, I really want to listen to the sound. You know why I can't use a drone for this?
Because you can't hear when we brake.
There's no sound on the drone. What's the sound like when into turn 5 on the last corner you're braking really well? And what happens? What's happening?
The car is moving.
Why is it doing like that sound?
Because you're locking Because you're looking at your...
Is it good or bad to lock?
Good.
Because it means you're braking at the maximum efficiency from the tires. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So we need to chase that, and like you did in the last lap, Ilan, what happened in the last lap? You switched off
My
the
engine turned off.
But that's what I want today. I want you guys to go beyond the limit. When you switch off the engine, it's because we were holding the brakes for a long time at the peak. Okay, the clutch, the RPMs drop too much, and if we're not fast re-engaging the clutch, so removing the brakes, it's gonna switch off the engine. So that's a skill we need to learn.
This is the 4th day of BabyRace Summer Camp, and today we learned about how to brake really hard. I'm really happy because I have 0.93 Gs. The kart setup felt good. On track, we did really good. We all really tried to brake as hard as we can in turns 5 and 13.
Alright, so raise your hand. What do you think? What is something that he does that is really, really fast?
I know. It's very clean.
What do you think?
He doesn't correct, or also because he puts gas earlier.
You?
Between braking and gassing, there's no dead zone.
You?
The apex.
You?
Perché non fa molte correzioni.
You? Anybody else? I'm not saying yes or not. I just want to hear what you say. You?
He's braking more and throttling early and going on the curbs.
Okay, so all of you said correct things. All of you noticed the correct things, but the thing that I want to work on today is what Team Raffaele and team said, which is the smoothness. Today we need to work on the steering smoothness. And if you want, we also work on 2 other things. We work on the posture, and if you want, we work also on the warming up procedure of the tires. We do that?
Yes. Yes.
So we work on these 3 things. I noticed yesterday from the video is that when you are doing the visualization, and let's say you're doing, let's say turn 5, and you guys are braking and you're turning like that. But is it true that we turn like that in reality?
You brake straight, maybe you turn and then accelerate.
But how much you turn into turn 5? You turn like that?
Yeah.
Okay, keep the steering like that. Have a look if he turns like that.
I turn like this. He barely, a little bit.
But he's...
Yeah, he like just tweaks it and the cart rotates.
You wait. this is a lot more than that, huh? You agree?
Yeah, but he also corrects.
Oh, okay, you're not on rails. If you never have micro corrections, it means you're not pushing hard enough, just for you to know. If you're like this,
steering with a brake.
Exactly. So this is the point I was about to say yesterday in the visualization, but also in other videos. I noticed kids that when you guys are trying to turn too much with the steering, like you said. You think that when you brake, you turn like that. This is what happens on a simulator. To get the kids to drive as smoothly as possible with the steering wheel. As you can see, I want them to use the steering as little as possible. I carry the steering wheel on the track as a reminder for them, much easier for them to remember. In karting, because you have a steer ratio that is very, very precise and aggressive compared to road cars, formula cars, GT cars, you need to really use as little as possible the steering wheel when you drive. Ideally, when you are very fast and the setup is balanced, you don't have to use the steering almost at all. You have to basically turn the car just with the pedals, with your feet and with the speed, because when you carry the right amount of speed and you use the brake properly, the car rotates by itself. You probably all heard the quote, smooth is fast. It's true, but in order to use little steering wheel, you actually have to carry a lot of speed into the corner and be on the limit and always be constantly on a controlled slide. We do one formation lap and then we come into the pits. You start P3, yeah?
Tu per primo, tutti dietro di te.
No, go here, go in the back.
Pronto, andate.
Okay, we do one lap warming up the tires like crazy. We come into the pits, follow, then we do one lap e all'ultima curva si parte. Ma fino al traguardo si va piano, ok? One side, one line. Let's go! Ok? In the pit lane. Oh, follow! One line. Vai piano fino al traguardo.
Piano fino al traguardo.
E poi via la bandiera. Vai. Ok? Go. Go. Go, go, go. Not too close, eh? Yeah. Yeah, go, go.
My name is Emma and I learned a lot of things in the summer camp. I have a new stuff that is very important, but I think that my better things that I learned is how to brake, how to warm up the tires, and how to use all the track. I think that was the best part. That was very, very, very fun.
I learned so much things. I learned to go more to the apex and to go more on the high side, to go to the white line and go over there.
Ciao ragazzi, e oggi siamo sul Summer Camp. Abbiamo finito il Summer Camp di oggi e abbiamo fatto una gara. E oggi è stata bella la gara e hanno vinto la nostra squadra. La nostra squadra è molto forte, quindi noi siamo molto forti, quindi la nostra squadra è ancora più forte di tutti. Ciao!
Oggi abbiamo finito il Summer Camp. Alla fine del Summer Camp abbiamo fatto una gara, gli ultimi 2 turni. Sono contento di averlo fatto e ringrazio il mio meccanico.
This summer camp I learned about braking in the rain and entry of the corner and exit of the corner, and we have fun battles and the kart feel good, and the last day we race together.
It was my first BabyRace Summer Camp and it was great. We've been to the headquarters and we've been to Formula Medicine, and on track we trained to brake better and warmer the tires and be smoother with the steering wheel. I loved it. The summer camp is over. I really did enjoy it. I learned how to brake hard, and on the track it was amazing. The rest of the summer camp was real good. I think next summer camp it will be even better.
I heard the news today that you're not mine to keep. Don't struggle too much now while I kill you in your sleep. What is lost if it's not being by yourself? I won't be gentle to the body on the shelf. It's only water, it's only fire, it's only love. It's only slaughter, we're only